If we are running, say, a recruitment agency, imagine getting a fresh list of companies actively hiring every single day, and that too automatically. Not only that, imagine instantly finding HR heads, talent acquisition managers, recruiters, or even founders inside those companies with their complete details, and that's ready for outreach. In today's video, I'll show you exactly how to build this workflow using Clay. So let's quickly get into it. Now, the primary problem statement for recruitment agencies today is that they usually spend hours doing repetitive work, like going to different job portals like Naukri.com, LinkedIn, Indeed, where they search for the exact roles that companies are hiring for. Then what do they do is that they take or copy paste these company names, go onto LinkedIn, find the relevant people in those companies, be it HR heads, recruitment heads, whatever that is. Then they move on to extracting their contact details and then approaching them. So by the time they are done doing all of this, someone who is their competitor or someone else might have already approached them, or it will be too late for them to actually start approaching those companies. So let's see how we can automate this entire process using Clay. Now when we go on to Clay, the very first thing that we get to understand over here is that in terms of their finding leads section, we have an option to search for specific jobs as well. Now obviously the source for their jobs here is LinkedIn, but if you want to import any of our other job portals, then you can even do that. What all things do we have to enter over here is one, the job title. Say if, for example, you are looking for full stack developer as a job to search for, so I can just simply type in full stack developer and I can select that particular designation. So I'll get a list of companies that are hiring for that specific role. Then you can put in the other filters as well that are relevant for you in terms of say the location that you might be looking for, or in terms of job description if you're looking for some specific keyword to be mentioned in that job role, you can do that. You can even look at what is the type of employment. Is it contractual? Is it temporary? Is it full-time, part-time? What is it exactly? So all the companies that are say in the C2H space, they can simply search by contract or filter by contract, and then you can approach those companies. So this is say part one, where what we are doing is we are creating the filters, and then the sort of output that we are getting looks like this. So in this case, what I've considered is I'm searching for companies in the US that are hiring for full stack developer. So as you can see in terms of my data source, this is the filter that I've created. Finally, once I have this in place, what all details I'm able to find is one, when they have posted this on. Okay, I get the company name, the company domain, and the job post link, that is the LinkedIn URL. What am I going to do after this is I've built this entire workflow wherein after every single step, as you can see, what I'm doing is first I used the source to filter out the jobs. I got that in a Clay table. At this point, say if you want to filter out certain data, certain job roles, then you can do that by say filtering or sorting this based on an ascending or descending order as to when the job post was posted. You would want say the most recent ones to pop up first. Then what we are doing is that we are taking that data and adding everything to the company list. So right here, we are using the send table data feature of Clay to send that data. And how does this work is you can just simply go to tools, you can search for send table data, and right here it will give you that very first option to export that into another Clay table. And in this, what we are doing is one, we are selecting the destination. So we have created this company list table, we are selecting that. And if it asks us for say for example adding other details, then we'll add that in terms of say what data points do you need. Okay, so we've already done that. We have our company list, that is the company names along with the domain in one place. The very first thing that we do over here is we remove duplicates. Now when we go back to our job post, we will see that okay, there are these companies that are doing multiple job posts. Obviously that is relevant for us, but we don't want to waste our credits or don't want to enrich that duplicated data again and again. So what we are doing over here is we are selecting the company domain over here and removing the duplicates by clicking over here. Once we are done with that, we'll only and only have those companies which are posting, and we don't have say duplicate company names right here. So say for example we are done with this. Then what I've done is I've enriched all the data related to that company. Why do I do this? Is because I would want to understand what is the industry of that company. I don't want to pitch my recruitment services to any other recruitment agency that has put up a job post on behalf of their clients. Like for example over here there is this one staffing and recruitment agency. So I would want to avoid that. So what am I doing over here is evidently I'm using this data, this enriched data, to either remove or filter the data. And I can even enrich any other details that I want, like for example say the annual revenue or any other data point that might be relevant for me. In terms of, say, I can even filter based on the company size. So if I'm targeting some mid-market or small size companies, I can even do that. Finally, the last part that comes in is in terms of using that company list to then find the relevant people. So what we are doing over here is that we have added that company list as part of the input for our people search, where we have used the domain name as a company identifier. We have inputted the specific job titles that we are looking for, like head of HR, head of talent acquisition director, or talent acquisition manager. And then we are getting that data in a separate table, that's our people data. So if you see right here, from tracking or getting those jobs to getting to know the people, it's a seamless process wherein we are just automating that entire thing. And finally, I have my people data as well over here. What I can further do is, after reviewing this list, is I can extract or enrich their contact numbers as well, or contact details as well. That includes emails and contact number. The interesting thing over here is that you can run this on a complete automated stage, where all you have to do is that when you click on this source and you want to keep on adding new data, then you just have to do this in a recurring format, that you have to just quickly just run this table, this one particular job post table, and the remaining tables get populated instantly. So that is how we are automating this entire workflow start to end, in terms of, say, finding the jobs that the companies are posting. So that is figuring out which companies are hiring for a particular role, and finding relevant people in those companies to reach out to. So this was about it. This was about how you can use Clay to simplify a manual workflow, where your teams or sales teams are spending enough time doing that research. But instead of that, why not use a platform like this to simplify it? So if you would like me to share this Clay template, or create any follow-up video showing how to automate the outreach using any other platform like N8N, Make, or Zapier, let me know in the comments. If you have any other use case you want me to cover, please do put up in the comments as well. And if you found this helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And thank you so much for watching this video.